better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go getter, go getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure.
Back in November, the Steelers lost a blowout in their last game against the Titans. Can Tennessee finish the sweep? Find out next.
Just a tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Coming up, we begin a triple header here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Tennessee Titans. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
A strap in, the first of 3 on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And this being the wild card round, he is the true wild card in this game because a rookie quarterback getting to start in the NFL postseason, that's not normal. That's a little bit on the unusual side. And there's plenty of guys who have gone into the playoffs after a very good regular season and have struggled. But there have been a few who played well. He wants to be in the latter list.
It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Let's go. Second down, they go again with Henry. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. They'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. Fielded at the 33. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. Oh, eluding the tackle. He's still on his feet. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Here's Gonzalez on first down. Open man, that's the tight end flyer move. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They hand this off to Harris. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up. But I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Off play action. Gonzalez. Flush to his right. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers will strike first here, this wild card matchup. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no run back here for more. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Out come the Titans now. And they come in as the 3 seed in this, very likely the last home game of the season for them, even if they win this ball game. But while they would have loved that top spot and the bye that goes with it, they're still in a pretty good position.
Well, they certainly are, and let's face it, every team knows if they want to get to the Super Bowl, they're going to have to earn it. And even if you get the #1 seed, you know you have to win 2 games against teams. They're going to be riding high after big playoff wins coming at you.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
So great throw right there. And what a regular season this rookie had, piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title, and they get the home gate here in round 1 of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in it as you've professed. So go ahead, continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
A first down carry for Henry.
Down to about the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Draw play. This is Henry. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. Now he's loose down the left sideline. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gonzalez. The back foot throw there is incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They'll look to throw here on first down. On the slant, Burks.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, Stan. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them. And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Off the play fake, Gonzalez. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. To throw is Gonzalez on 1st and 10. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Going to run the toss here to Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
Boswell for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. And the Titans getting set to go. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws, Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They'll look to throw again. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Back to throw again. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card showed it there. So we're at halftime of this AFC wild card matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where you see the final score there. Zay Flowers, a touchdown catch in the victory. We got a fine first half out of the former Alabama man, Najee Harris. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter.
And, you know, both of us gave these guys a real shot coming in here, but I don't think anyone saw this on the road with this lead in the playoffs. They've looked good a lot of times this year. This is probably as good as they've looked.
Well, it's been a textbook game for them, because what you talk about as a visiting team is putting the pressure on the home team. And what puts more pressure on a home team than to be behind the entire game? Because the home crowd's there really for a coronation. They expect to win. And when you're behind, it takes the crowd out of the game, and then the crowd gets a little bit uncomfortable, maybe a little bit frustrated with the home team, and that gives you an extra advantage. So they've done it perfectly. Big lead, put everything back on the home team, and they're capitalizing on it.
And right now, that crowd, silent.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Gonzalez now throwing on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll toss to Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Gonzalez. And they can't bring him down. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. How about that? Their quarterback saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers are able to widen their advantage.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it is 28-0.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. On second down, here's Henry. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he will have a Titans first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit. But how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both. control the line of scrimmage? I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw.
That's to the tight end, Wiley.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
They run again with Harris. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a toss play. It's Harris. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Third and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They run for it with Harris. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a peep of protest out of them. That's just who they are.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Titans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Nashville.